I'll give you a layman's definition of rally. It's over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house, only you don't know where grandmother's house is, you don't know when you have to be there, but you have to be there on time.
This is one form of auto sport that anybody can afford to do.
You get to see beautiful scenery, you see places you would never see otherwise.
Anybody, including a novice, see the route book once, look at it a little bit, oh, I get it. It's not that difficult to understand.
There's really sort of two general classes of rally that you see. There's what's called, time, speed, distance rally, which is what we're doing today. And then there's performance rally, which is your full-on, like you see on ESPN with the roll cages and the helmets.
This is not a race. It's not the fastest car. It's the car that can be on time all the time through the TSD section. There's no end timing. There's no fastest car.
So it's about driving precisely as opposed to full-on speed.
We are given a route book. We have instructions to tell us where we're going. We have mileages to all those instructions. You'll get what some people call an alpine, other people call it a tulip. It's a little pictogram of the intersection, and it'll have a dot and an arrowhead. And you enter the intersection at the dot and leave at the arrowhead. And we have the speeds we must maintain. And the goal is to stay on time for the full length of the regularity. That's the real scored portion of the rally.
The scoring is every second, early or late, is 1 point against you. So, getting there early is just as bad as getting there late.
We're looking for zeros.
Yeah.
We want,
perfect time.
perfect score as close as we can get it.
You can't make up for being late by being early somewhere else or by being early somewhere for being late. Each time you're timed, that score stands. So if you're late 2 seconds and you're early 2 seconds, in some sports, that would call it 0, but it's 4 in this sport.
And when you consider that you're going around corners, you're going over blind crests, you have 90-degree turns, you've got some stop signs to deal with, and that is a challenge.
It's like trying to drive down a freeway at exactly 70 miles an hour for 3 or 4 hours and never go faster and never go slower. The navigator's role is to read the instructions to the driver so he knows where to turn, where to go, and how fast to go.
A driver has a brain the size of a pea, so he's got to continually be repeated to what the instruction is. And so the brains is the navigator, the foot is the driver.
The transit section is a non-timed section just to get you somewhere. And then the TSD sections are the ones where you're going to be timed at locations you have no idea where they're going to be. And on this particular rally, you may never know where they were because they hide.
They can be very, very devious.
The classes are novice and then SOP, which both use just pencil, paper, clipboard, and a clock. The equipped class lets you use a very accurate odometer and a very accurate clock, a very accurate calculator of whatever kind you like, but you cannot connect these pieces. So you're doing the math on the fly and telling your driver by watching the clock and watching references as you go past them and tell them, okay, you're early or you're late. The unlimited class allows you to connect that mileage device with the timing and the speed, and so then you've got just a display in front of the driver that's telling him 0, 1 early, 1 late, and you can really dial it in.
Probably one of the biggest things that's changed over the years is the introduction of rally computers. It's created a whole different class. I mean, it used to be people would win events with a couple of minutes worth of error. Now you can see day-long events where somebody's got a total score of 2 seconds of error. I would encourage people to go out, find a rally in their area and give it a try. There's rallies all the way from rallies that last weeks to 2-hour events.
The challenge of trying to achieve perfection
They put some really good sections together of really fun, challenging roads that will be hard to be on time.
We've been autocrossing together for a little while, and this is sort of just the next step, I guess. I think we're getting a little bored with racing around cones.
We were doing the 2 and 3 day events before we were married, and 50 years later, we're still doing it. You know, we're still speaking to each other.
It's been fabulous.
It's a lot
I
of
love
fun.
this. This
Yeah.
has been a great experience, and I would recommend this highly to anybody that wants to get into rally, stage rally. This is a great training experience between driver and co-driver.
It's gonna be fun, and we have no idea what we're doing, and who the hell cares? I mean, that's my attitude. I'll figure it out while we do it.
If you start into this and you're friendly enough and get along with everybody, heck, we'll tell you everything we know until you beat us. Then you're on your own.
Yeah.
I'm not here to win. I don't care about zeros.
Good
At
thing.
the end of the day, I'm here to have a pint with my buddies and chat about, war stories.
If we get through without going at each other's throat, that's going to be a good day.
Yeah, exactly.